Good morning, and I want to go over some things today. We want to get a little bit more into the actual research part of investing, especially for dividend stock investors. What I have up on the screen right now is my trading account. We have looked at this in the previous video. We went over why there was a couple of great big drops here. I paid off some credit card debt and I sold some stock. That's okay. I use this like a savings account. This is not my Roth IRA. This is where I put money to earn interest. When I need the money, I can sell the stock or use the interest. We went over a couple of things yesterday. We looked at some of the dividends that I had made. We'll look at that again today. I can pretty well check anything I want to check on here. I do like the way TD Ameritrade has their desktop version set up. I'm going to filter out here, go to dividends. I am going to decide that I want to go clear back to August, clear up to the current date of today. I'll click the view button. It's going to bring up this right here. And we see that on 8/12 I received my first dividend of $24.78. I received a dividend today of 84 cents. You see we're here where the 84 cents is red. That means it bought more of the same stock that just paid me a dividend. Yesterday I received 1, 2, 3, 4 dividends right there. That was a pretty good day. All those dividends were, of course, reinvested right back into the original stock. I do this in order that the next time these people pay me a dividend, it will naturally go up simply because I own more of their stock, because they are actually buying it and giving it to me. So that's part of the dividend investing. But we need to get into the research. How do we look up a stock? What are we looking for? Where do we find the information? I'm going to switch over here. This website is Seeking Alpha. I talk about it a lot. It's one good tool in research. I do not listen to only one website or go to one place to do my research. I literally have several sites I go to and look up. We're going to look up today Energy Transfer. It's one of them we're going to just take a quick peek at here. I entered their symbol right here. ET is their symbol. You can also just enter the name of the company and it will bring up several companies that are close to that, including hopefully the one you're looking for, and it will tell you what their stock symbol is. So the first thing I come up to when I type it in is Energy Transfer LP. I go to the summary page to begin with. That kind of gives me some analyst news stories here if you want to read them. It also gives you direct news from and or about the company that's been published. It shows you their stock value. This is a 1-year look. I like to go and, of course, hit the max. I kind of like to see what they've done over the years. You'll notice back here in 2015, they were way up there, well over $30 a share. At their high, $33.89. 2016, they dropped down to, let's say around $6.06 a share. I really wish I would have been an investor then. That would have been a great purchase, I believe. You can see where they're at today. They're what I would call mid-range in their range of stock value. They're at about $11 a share. If you're looking at that, I want to buy them always at the lowest. However, I am not looking for a growth stock here. I am looking to see if they pay a dividend. So I go right up here to the dividend tab. I click it. The very first thing that comes up is their dividend scorecard. This is the first place I really start to get interested in whether I like the company. Is it something I'm looking to purchase? So they have a dividend yield of 10.49%. That is based on their current stock value versus this annual payout for each share of stock you own. So if you own 1 share of stock, they're saying you would receive $1.22 spread out over 1 year. That is a 30.5 or 0.305 cents per share. They pay quarterly. They had an ex-dividend date of November the 4th, 2019, a record date of November the 5th, and a payout date of November the 19th. We went over these dates in the last video of terms and definitions. So we can understand now what a lot of this means. Now, here's something I want to tell you about today, the payout ratio. That means they are literally paying out 92.23% of their profit. So they got all this profit coming in. They're giving 92.23% of it back to the owners or shareholders, if you will. They have a 5-year growth rate of 13.35%. That's good. It shows that their dividends are projected to go up and have went up in the past. I go to the dividend history tab. You see where I just clicked that. I will click all. I want to see what their dividends have done over the years. You can look. Here is a very good place to get an idea of a company. Way back when, in 2006, they paid a dividend of 0.144 cents per share. Very low. They started off easy. But right away, they went to 5 cents per share. 2008, they actually had a 13-cent bump where they give more than what they were projecting. They had made quite a bit of good money. You notice right here between 2008 and 2010, during the big 2009 stock market readjust, recession, whatever you want to call it, their dividends did not go down drastically. Like, you know, their stock prices, everybody's like, oh, and all the stock prices went down. But you notice the dividend did not. It kind of stayed pretty consistent. You notice by looking at their history that they constantly are increasing their value. Now, where you see this S, that was a split in the stock. So these people got 2 for 1. That's good. So if they had 100 shares, then all of a sudden they had 200 shares. So they got 2 times the amount of the dividends. Here we had another split back in 2015, 2 for 1. A very good indicator they're a strong company, and they just continually are boosting those dividends up. This is a good indicator. I like seeing that. I go to this page here, kind of just shows us how their dividends roll up and down. This is their actual stock prices here. You'll notice in back here in 2010, they were really low, but they climbed way hard. But when they had this big drop here, you're going to find out that that's about the time their stocks were splitting. So this is a good thing. You can come down here, the dividend history. Of course, we know what these dates are. The declare date, I wish I would have covered that in the last video. That's the date that they're going to declare what they're going to do for the next quarter. They've got their analyst sheets in. They've seen what their profit's looking like versus their debt. So they declare, we're going to pay this much for the next quarter. Of course, we know what the ex-dividend date is. The own by, I must own the stock on the 4th of November. They're going to record it on the 5th of November, and then they're going to pay everybody who owns it on the 4th. They're going to pay them on the 19th this 30.5 cents per share. So these are things, this is where I start to go look at different stocks, seekingalpha.com. I do not get paid by them. I have no actual communication or link with them. It's just a place where I can go and look up stocks. I want you to be able to do it. I always believe everybody should look at their own research. Sure, I'll go look it up, tell you what I think, but at the end of the day, it's your money. Please make your best decision. Let's look at this. This is a Apple Hospitality Real Estate Investment Trust. Let's take a look at them. Let's kind of learn something about them. We're going to go to their summary page as soon as it loads. So we're going to go see their history of their stock price. Just kind of get an idea where they're at in their value. Are they below their high, which is always good. It looks like they've had some stock up over $20 a share. Right now, they're currently trading at about $16.26 a share. So that's good. That lets us know that they're about mid-range once again. Here we can see what the analysts are saying about them. They're showing a 7.4 yield, safe. Insiders are buying. Over here we see the news. Apple Hospitality declares a 10% dividend, so we know they're a dividend-paying company. We all know what that means when it comes to me. That means I'm interested. I'm going to go to their dividends. We got a 7.4% dividend, or almost 7.5%. Their annual payout is $1.20 per share for the year. They pay 10 cents a month. Every month they pay a dividend. Now, the thing about a real estate investment trust is if they're over like 70%, it cuts back on their taxes. They have to pay the federal government. So that's good. Around 70 to 80% is really good for a real estate investment trust. Their declare date was 11/21. Their ex-dividend date was on December the 2nd. Record date December the 3rd. Remember, this is the own by date. This is the date they record it, and make sure everybody's going to get a check, and they're going to pay out on December the 16th. Really good looking there. They don't show a 5-year growth. That's okay. I'm going to go to their dividend history. The researching is not hard if you know where to go. It started in July of 2015 all the way through current date. You can see, well, you're going to say, Dave, it doesn't grow. Real estate investment trusts, especially ones that pay monthly, usually don't show a lot of upward trend. They get a good dividend. They're paying that out every month. That allows you to compound your interest or stake in that company monthly rather than quarterly. If you had 10 shares of this, you would be getting $1 a month. If you had 100 shares of this, you're going to be getting $10 a month. So literally every month you're buying $10 more of their stock. So the first month you get $10. The next month you get $10.75. The next month you get $11.80. Each month that will go up. You can see that their dividends have been fairly constant over the years. Here's their 2019. There's the year. It shows that they have been constantly paying their 10 cents a month, just like they said they would. This is something to look at. You'd buy a share for $15, and every month it's going to give you 10 cents. So that's really a pretty good, not a bad investment, I would think. A matter of fact, of course, I will be buying some. So this is Seeking Alpha, a general overview of how to use it, what to look at on it. Now, TD Ameritrade, they have similar things as well. I'm going to go to my account overview. We've been here. You know what this is. But what you do is down here, in TD Ameritrade, they've got this section down here, News, Watch List, Calendar. You can go to the calendar, click on Dividends. This will give you the current month. Of course, you can switch through the months this way. What this does is this is going to tell you that on December the 4th, all these people are going into ex-dividend own by date. So you have to own them prior to December the 4th, which we all know would be tomorrow. They also show you the payment date. Here's what's really cool. They show you the dividend amount. The very first one, guess who goes in? Home Depot goes into ex-dividend tomorrow. So if I wanted to get paid by Home Depot, I know they're a good company. I've researched them on Seeking Alpha. I've looked here, I've looked there. I can go to my TD Ameritrade account and say, oh, I need to buy them today. By the way, they're down $4.19 today. That's probably good. They have a dividend of $1.36 per share per year. I think Home Depot's probably going to be around for a long time. I'm going to take a look and say, all right, December the 19th, who's going to be coming up for dividend? Oh, look at all these companies here that are coming up and going to have an ex-dividend date on December the 19th. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start looking through them one at a time, see what they do. This is Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. This is Chubb Limited Common Stock. So you can literally come down through here, get you some ideas. I would suggest you get a notebook or a tablet because you're going to want to make notes. Hey, I want to look at this company. I want to look at that company. Click on them here. Actually go take a look at them. You can look at them right here on TD Ameritrade, kind of get an idea of what the company's all about. They have a dividend. Of course, you are on a dividend calendar. You can learn some news about the company right down here, events of the company. I would even suggest in some cases, go Google that company's name, go right to their website, go to Investor Relations, and you can actually read their quarterly profit reports, stuff like that. It's just a really good way to research stocks. The big thing I would say about researching stocks is you just have to have a little bit of time, make yourself some notes, do some investigating, check out who the CEO of that company is, Google him, see what other companies he's been involved with and how they done. These are good things. I also brought up my Robinhood account so people could see what it looks like on a desktop. These are shares that I own. A lot of red today. It's bad, it's red. It's not bad at all for the real dividend investor. When things go red, it's time to buy. That means that the stock price is down, and like I always say, just because the price of the stock is down doesn't mean the dividend has changed. The dividend is based on profit. The price of stock is based on one newspaper, one newscast, something happened in the world, somebody didn't sign a deal with some country, we're going to invade, there's been a fire. There's all kinds of reasons why stock prices go up and down, but dividends are solidly based on the financial data of the company. So even here in Robinhood, I'm going to research Energy Transfer again just so you can see. I know their symbol's ET. Type that in there. It's going to come up with their symbol. I'm going to click on them. Let's go take a look, see how Robinhood puts their stuff together. So they're trading at this amount right now. They were founded in 2002. Their headquarters is in Dallas, Texas. This is their employees. Price earning ratio. They have a dividend right here, dividend yield. That's what I always look for. You can buy them over here if you have a Robinhood account. No big deal. They are going to come down here. The news that you can find out about these companies is just phenomenal. Here's some analyst ratings. This guy here saying buy. This guy here saying hold. Nobody is saying sell Energy Transfer. So a lot of these people that have highly educated degrees are looking at this daily and saying, hey, this is good, this is not good. Once again, I caution you, do not just assume that all these people know what they're doing. They are just making their best guess based off of their mathematical equations and algorithms and whatever. You need to decide, is this something you want to look at? So that's one thing you can do here on the Robinhood. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a good way to do it. You can actually get free stocks by asking people to sign up, try and get them going. Anyway, Robinhood on their homepage has the news. Look, Dow futures drop after Trump suggests he may wait to strike a China trade deal. Oh my goodness, the news is affecting the daily price of the stock. Okay, but if you'll go actually look at the dividend of these stocks, they're not changing today. They're staying right where they're supposed to be. So to me, and to the real dividend investors, when you see these words, Dow futures drop, get out your checkbook because it's time to start buying. It's time to increase the number of shares you own in companies that will pay you monthly or quarterly dividends. The more of them you own, the more money you get paid every month. These are just a few things I wanted to run over with you today. I'm going to continue to produce videos. There's one thought I want to leave you with. First of all, if you like my videos, please hit the like button down at the bottom and subscribe. That way you know when the next video comes out. Feel free to leave a comment. Hey, Dave, I want you to look up this company and make a video about their dividends and what they're worth and different things. I would be more than happy to. Take a look at those products that you use daily, you and your family. Find out who makes those products. Go look at those companies. Chances are if you buy them daily, so does everybody else. Good companies seem to be in everybody's home. The last thing is that I want to always remind everybody, it's your money. You need to invest it the way you feel is best. Um, if you hire somebody who invests your money, remember they're going to get paid, whether you make money or not. They're usually their uh, wage or their bill to you is based on their time they put in trying to make you money. So don't be afraid to invest a little bit. Start off with $1 a week, $5 a week, $100 a week, whatever you can afford. Be constant. Look for good values in stock, and you will see that you will start making money. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments. Feel free to send me a message on YouTube. And like I said, please like and share my videos if you do like them, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.